Okay, so mediumship time. Yeah. There's going to be some pictures coming up in the video. So basically, if you do not like seeing blood and things like that, I'll try to warn you ahead of time and let you know, like, hey, you might want to fast forward it a little bit or whatever, because I'm going to go ahead and put the pictures. I don't know if I'm allowed to because I have no idea with all these policies. Anyway, so I'll try to find a way maybe to, I don't know, cover it up as much as possible, put a sticker over it or something. I have no idea. Because I haven't even made the video yet. I'm making the video, I haven't even got to edit it. So it's either going to be covered with a sticker or it's going to be basically exposed. I don't know. Again, I will let you know. But this is about mediumship. So, well, the darker parts of mediumship. There's a lot of beautiful and light. Yes, there is. Angelic and this, that, and the other. Yes, there's a lot of good. But right now, for a little while now, since things have been happening a certain way, and basically, it's not that I opened a can of worms. It's basically they were choosing to come to me. And I knew this was going to happen because that's why I have to be super duper careful with anything that I watch, anything that I do, just because of who I am. Because I'm a medium. For me, and a light worker and other things as well, energy healer, blah, blah, blah. All right, so the reason why I'm saying all that is because light worker does deal with this as well. Mediumship does deal with this as well. So energy healing kind of is a part of it in a way as well. So that's why I'm mentioning it. It's not that I'm trying to say, this is all the titles that I do. Anyway, so I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can. All right, so it does not feel good what I just experienced. Anyway, so basically what happened, like I said, is I have to be mindful of things that I watch, things that I do. If I go places, if I ever get a chance to, which I usually don't, because I don't, and I'm stuck at home, because if you're new to my channel, my son, he is nonverbal autistic, and so basically, anybody that knows anything with that, I'm 24/7 caretaker, so I can't leave. It's not safe with him to leave, so I have to, like, there's no babysitters, no this, that, and the other. Anyway, it's a whole other topic, story, this, that, the other. Anyway, so yeah. So, they always find their way to come to me regardless. And like I said, if I watch something or whatever, because some of us can do that. Some of us are remote workers that do stuff online, do it at a distance, things like that. Because some are more better to do it in person. Like, that's more stronger for them. And then some people, like I said, are like me, where we can do it whether it's in person or we can do it online or whatever, remote, however you want to call it. And so I'm the type, like I said, that I can do it online, remote, or whatever. So anything that I watch, it does affect me. The other mediums usually not, it won't affect them too much because, again, they have to be more, like I said, in person. Anyway, so I've known from the get-go, I'm not saying any names, I'm not going to give any information out. I'm just going to put it that way, okay? But the person should know because I have at least messaged and let them know, like, look, I didn't want to do any of this. I try to do this stuff in private because, like, if I'm forced to do it, in other words, like right now, I've been being forced to work on this. It's not that I want to. I do as far as for what all is on the property and things like that. Because like I said, I'm trying to be as mindful as I can and as not as, you know what I mean? So, there's reasons why. I'm not going to go into it because I'll accidentally probably slip up. Anyway, so there's humanitarian, I guess you would say, reasons why, or whatever you want to call it. And so I've noticed from the get-go, basically, I was like, man, it's going to be a little hard to watch this because I enjoy the content. I love the content. I love the creator and everything. But what's around, it makes it so hard for me to watch. And I'm like, I've been trying to ignore it, basically. I'm like, screw you. I'm not paying attention to you. Just leave me alone, blah, 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 And lately it's just like, you're paying attention and you're going to deal with me. And you're going, I'm like, no, I'm not. Anyway, but I have been. So it's pretty much came up that way. And so I had to start the work, some cleansing work and things like that. And the cleansing work's continuing. And it's probably going to continue for a while until as much of the harmful stuff like this which I'm fixing to explain why. Like I said, because there's pictures and stuff that will be coming up in the video. Some of the stuff is dangerous, and so I'm just going to bluntly say it. I'm sorry. It just is. It's not that... I noticed also myself and my niece was being affected in the same exact type of ways. I even have a picture of that. I don't know if I really want to show that one, though. Anyway, it's a male energy thing, and so it was like really messing with the mental. And so I noticed that certain things were said along the way that, pray for, that, like, it's real tough, blah, 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 But I am assuming, I am using my mediumship and this, that, and the other, and it's still a form of assuming. So I can't say for sure. But I do know from the assuming, I'm trying to, like I said, be mindful as much as I can of my words, that basically this being thingy-mabob has been causing a lot of harm. Emotionally, mentally, and then even influencing others around. And partial possession to possession, I noticed. There's a lot of things this thing can do. But it's definitely dangerous, and I've noticed, like, even recently, because here's the thing, let me teach y'all this real quick if you haven't already. I know a lot of y'all know this, but some of y'all probably don't. So basically, when we're personally affected by any type of paranormal or whatever in any type of way like that, supernatural, whatever you want to call it, all around us, whether it's family, friends, loved ones, however you want to consider loved ones, they're going to be affected too. And so it basically, like I said, pretty much affects everybody. And so I've noticed this happening. And so recently, one of my animals died. I've been sensing that kind of stuff going on. And usually with that type of stuff, I've noticed, we call it, everybody probably has a certain name in this field. So, I'm just calling it what we've called it. I don't know. It's like bloodshed type of things. So, like, whether things are being cut or harmed. I gotta be mindful, because if I said that specific word, I need to say unalive, things like that. I might have to beep it out and then have to put it on text or whatever. But anyways, I'm trying to remember. God, this don't feel good. We'll get there in a second. Anywho's, so, and no, I am not going to take no Tylenol, and no, I don't take pills, and no, I don't do any of that. I'm sorry, that's just me. I don't. So if you're going to request anything, do it holistically, because I would prefer that route. And I got to learn all that stuff anyway, and I got a course I'm taking for that. So anyway, all right. I haven't been on our Naturally Recovering Autism program, so my mind is wee, as you can tell. I'm all over the place. So I get more focused and everything again when I get back on it, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I was doing, and that's what injured me. But we're going to get there in a minute. Yes, nice blades. It was beautiful. It was a fun experience. Anyway, so if I can't say that word, which I probably can't, I'm going to have to somehow figure out how to beep it or whatever. I don't know. I'll figure all of it out. Anyways, so just policy, smiley stuff. But, yeah, so I noticed that type of stuff, which usually is like, I know it's going to sound goofy, but vampires and different things. Like, there's certain specific type of beings and stuff that do this. I've noticed, I haven't read into, but I can guarantee by all the similar things that I've experienced that it's going to be specific type beings, the devil entities, to, like I said, what I just said, vampires and things like that. So, hellhounds, a whole bunch of things. Anyways, I've noticed that, and the reason why is because, see, that's the problem. I can't say all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. I'm going to go and do it this way. I can't let y'all know, but I will say that what the property was before is what triggered some of this. What pulled in these beings, these things, and things like that. So basically, and then I've opened the can of worms. Not that I've opened it, it's just they're like, hi, we're going to come play. And I'm like, oh, hi. Oh, yeah, you think so? Okay, well, here's this. So, I knew that I was going to experience some bad things, which unfortunately my family did. My dad just went under surgery again today, and this, that, and the other. So I know, like I said, this is not my first rodeo. I teach this stuff. So anyway, that's the reason why I'm teaching this right now. So then if you have your own similar stories, definitely let us know, you know. But, and we can communicate about it through the comments, you know. But yeah, so I'm trying to be, like I said, as mindful and as careful and everything as I can. So if the person wants further details, I'll definitely give it. But I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not even supposed to be talking about this. It's just, I have to explain, not exactly in details where it's coming from, but what's going on. To be able to understand, like, okay, there's a reason why this happened, and the reason why that it happened this way, you know, kind of thing. It's not that I'm trying to do any kind of gossip or anything like this, that, and the other. It's just that, and I'm also trying to, if the person even watches any of my content, I don't know, at least give some sort of, maybe some sort of information or whatever to at least, even if the person chooses to work with a shaman or not or whatever, then, you know, anyway, I'm just trying to be as careful as I can. Okay, so, I don't know, because I've already posted 2 videos today, and I want to post this today, but I might have to wait till the morning or when I get up, basically, to post this. It's going to be rough sleeping for the next few days or for a little while. I knew this was going to happen. Because there's been constantly, like, again, like everything's been chilled out. Like, I've worked on this house, I've worked on this property, I've been here for a few years now, and so it's so chilled now, finally. And so I knew when things started kicking up again, I was just like, man, come on now. And it started around the timing that I started watching this. And so I was like, you know, I just thought maybe I could just ignore it and all that. No, it don't matter. And I've realized, too, that regardless if I encounter this, this is my type of work to do anyway. So it's still like a form of doing my service, even when, you know, somebody's not asking for it, paid for it, or whatever. I'm able to still do it for free, still be able to do the service and everything, to be able to help. Because it helps the property. It helps all that's on it. It helps to restore Mother Earth back to the universal energies, whatever that, you know, it helps to usher back in pure divine love and light, healing, you know, things like that. It got so dark and tainted because of what was previously there that it tainted it, basically. It's not anything being done wrong, anything like that. It's what previously, basically. And so it just has to be cleansed and different, you know, steps and stuff. And so, unfortunately, I'm being forced, like I said, to do all of this. I didn't want to, but while I'm doing this, too, here's the thing, too. Always know this. Now, everybody has different beliefs and this, that, and the other. I've learned to not break people's free will, or anybody, any spirit, or anything's free will. Keyword, free will. Do not break it. And what I say is by the law of grace. So what that basically does is it lets my higher self, my guides, their higher self, their guides, higher self is soul, basically. But it's a divine soul. And it lets our guides and our higher selves and everything connect together, and basically, you know, choose, yeah, I want to do this, no, I don't want to do this, you know, don't do it, I don't allow it, or yes, I do, you know, that kind of thing. And so I do that every single time when it has to deal with anything other than just myself. And so that's why I'm trusting in this process. I'm like, I know that they're going to be guiding me to all this. And so they have been guiding me. And so that's how I also know that, okay, this work has to be done. And that the higher self and this, that, and the other is allowing this and all of that. Anyway, so you could speed it up by, just being like, yes, I approve. Because it would really be helpful. Anyways, it would speed it up. But yeah, so, all right. I'm trying to think. I think we can just go ahead now and go straight into it. I don't think that, because like I said, there's been a lot of things that's been trying to cause harm. And a lot of things that's been falling and hurting me. And finally, this fell. And, oh my God. Okay, so I got these new blenders. They're amazing, too. Trust me, they're amazing. I'm going to make a video about it sometime. Blendy or whatever it's called, something like that. Anyway, so the lid and everything's tight. Like, everything is tight on there. And so I was just like, I wasn't, thinking much, because the old blender, I used to do the same thing. I used to put it in the same exact location when I was cleaning it. And so with the bottom base not as heavy, I think it was part of it, but they take advantage of this. And the way that it just literally, magically, okay, you gotta twist. Keep in mind, twist. It's not just one simple little twist, it's a twist, all right? All of it was twisted on tightly. I know for a fact because I did it. And so somehow magically, when it fell off, while it was getting, doing a little self-cleaning thing, because, you put soap, water, and all that, and then it cleans it. I was just getting it ready for later. In fact, probably within an hour or two or whatever. Because I just, like I said, started getting back on that naturally recovering autism program that me and my son are doing. So, but the problem is I'm hoping I can stay on it. Especially now, I can't do much because of what happened. So I'm going to have to stay sitting down. I might as well work like what I'm doing. Working on my courses and stuff. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Like I said, it's working on my courses and stuff. So anyway. So it just literally magically just decided to, hold on a second. I'm going to somehow popping off the nice, sharp, twisty blade while it's cleaning on your foot. It's like, thank you. So, yeah. As I said, it's dangerous stuff. And I'm used to this stuff, but people that are not used to this stuff, or if this does happen randomly, like you move into a new location or whatever, and then just all of a sudden these weird things like that happen, yeah, there's probably stuff going on that needs to be cleansed and removed and this, that, and the other. Or you're in the cleansing process and all that, and all of that is happening. So, yeah. Right on my foot. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? So, I couldn't find any type of, those stitches or whatever type thing. It's on my foot, so I said, screw it. I put some, thankfully it was a straight cut though. That's a good thing. But I did put what was it? One of those big gauze Band-Aids. I think I have a picture of it. I'll show y'all. That with a big Band-Aid on top of it. But I did clean it up and all of that. So I'm going to have to keep it constantly clean. And then I'm going to probably, while it's healing, like when it, it's like healed and everything, I'm going to probably use coconut oil, because I've noticed that it really does help with cuts and, things like that. So it's going to be a long time of cleaning and trying to put the coconut oil on and all that, but whatever. It's going to have to happen. I was about to start working out. But that's okay. I can at least do the face workouts in the meantime. Might as well. I mean, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do one little slow change at a time. I used to try to just throw everything in together. Don't do that. I still have that habit. But I've noticed slower is better. And trying to slowly add things, one thing at a time is better anyway. So, like I'm doing the juice today. I'm fixing to get back to the cooking again. And then, because I'm like I said, so spacey and all over the place. It's not fun. Like I said, just one thing at a time. It really is more successful that way. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna have fun sleeping because I sleep on my side. Like sometimes I'll go to sleep like on my back or whatever, and then after a while I wake up and then like I'm always tossing and turn on light because I sleep on my sides. It is not in a good location. This is not gonna be fun. So I'm either gonna have to sleep more on my side and more on my back or on one of the sides where it's not gonna affect it as bad. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But anyway. What fun, what fun, what fun. But yeah. Oh well. But anyway, so I want to let y'all know. I like, it's not that I like to teach so much or mentor and this, that, and the other. I like it. Don't think, I do. It's just anything that I can do that can be helpful, hopefully helpful, I'm going to mention. And so that's pretty much why I make a lot of these videos, because it's like, well, you know what? Somebody could be going through that. Somebody could be going through something weird that happened. Like what I just mentioned with that blender. Like, literally, you have to twist it. It's not just a quick little poop. Like, you have to twist. So how did it completely pop off while the blender's still going when it's not supposed to because of a safety mechanism? And that, you know what I'm saying? And so, when it happened too, at first when it hit the foot, I was just like, ow. Like, really? Because I wasn't looking. I was just like, oh. And then after a while I looked and I realized I was like, oh. There's stuff on my foot and on the floor. It's a nice gash. And it wouldn't stop trailing down. And so anyway, I'm trying to be, like I said, careful. I don't know what all possibly. Are y'all having a lot of I don't know if it's a bunch of allergies or what's going on, but it's like constantly like pouring out of my eye and I'm like, So I'm guessing because we haven't really had a proper fall yet. Me and my son are here in Texas. And so, it's a lot of, it seems like because we haven't went into fall yet, that's what's going on. That maybe now we're having more fall allergies. I don't know. It's supposed to be, has it changed the winter? No, it hasn't changed the winter yet, right? Don't think. Ain't Yule supposed to be when the winter? I don't know. Anyway, you probably know the answer, so most people will. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I've said everything that I needed to say. And if there's more about this, anything else like this or whatever, that come up, I'll definitely let y'all know. But yeah, especially for the specific person and everything, message and, we'll go from there. I will definitely go in detail of what's going on because there's been a lot that's been going on. I've had to do different things, even to the point of trying to help with, and again, I always use the word by the law of grace, no joke, but even trying to help filter cords and different things like that to make sure that connections and things like that are more of a pure and divine love and things like that, along with people like to do different types of spell, hexes, this, that, the other. So I did some sending back to sender. With lots of love, though. I do. I send back with love. Once they learn their lessons and this, that, the other, I want them blessed. I want them loved, things like that. So, because we all have to learn our lessons anyway. Whether they learn, I don't know. But, it is what it is. I am the type that will send love back. I do not try to send harm. Even no matter how mad I get. Trust me. If I was younger, though, back in my teens or whatever, yeah, I probably would have done some very, very dumb stuff. Because, I wasn't aware of anything that I'm aware of now. And so I would have been dumb. I know for a fact I would have. But yeah, so for me, I choose everything light, just so you know. I really do. I try my best to. And, I don't know, but anyway, so yeah, so that happened, and so just be very careful, and know that if you are anybody, not just you, but everybody too, experiencing a lot of mental anguish, emotional stuff, things like that, and like things just don't feel right, and this, that, and the other, know that it will get better. You will be guided to what steps that you need to do, because sometimes it's not just paranormal, supernatural, and needing cleansing and this, that, and the other. It could be maybe spiritual coaching is needed, or some sort of energy healing session if you believe in that type of stuff, or maybe a psychiatrist, a counselor, however, whatever you prefer. There could be other things besides what. And so, but definitely hang in there, because like this stuff was really tearing into the emotional, the mental, even to, and I've noticed that too, they always tear into the spirituality part too. So it makes you like confused, like even though you're like really on your path and you wholeheartedly believe in it, but the way that the thoughts come in and this, that, and the other, like you're just, daydreaming, doing your own thing, minding your business, but yet all these thoughts and stuff come in, And so that's pretty much what they're trying to do. They're trying to tear into the psyche, or whatever it's called, like everything, mind, body, spirit, the spirituality and all that too. And so I knew when all this was happening, I'm like, I know exactly what we're dealing with. And so, especially when you're new to this kind of stuff and you're not familiar with all of that, it's like, and especially being aware, like where I'm at with it too now, it's like, oh man, so I don't know, but I do know that things will get better. Things are getting better. I can tell by, I haven't looked today. I did look yesterday, I think, that the energies in certain locations and everything is getting better out there. But it's going to be a continuous work. I don't know how long. I mean, there's no book, there's nothing that's just like, this is how long it's going to be. Like, even if I was to make an appointment with anybody, you'd be like, okay, well, how long is cleansing going to take? I don't know, because you can't go in and just be like, okay, I think this hair object has an attachment, and I'll cleanse it and it'll be done with, boom, okay, it's cleansed. Hold on a second. Now we got this object that's, oh, wait, we got some other object. Hold on, let me see. We've got, oh, there you are. I was looking for you because I was going to wear this one too earlier. No, this way. This object has attachments. Okay, let's get that fit. It basically opens up cans of worms. So basically, it's going to be one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. It don't end. And it ain't going to end. It gets better. It improves. But, like I said, there's always something new going to come. And a lot of this, that's what it is too. A lot of this dark stuff as well is our teachers. People are going to be like, no, it's scary, it's bad, it doesn't need to be around. And I totally agree. It's not good. But it is our teachers. Like, it will teach us things, unfortunately. And what I mean by that is, like, trying to think of an example, like, because you can't have everything going perfect and light and everything's all hunky-dory and full of love and blah blah blah. How are you going to learn to appreciate anything if everything is just so pretty and perfect? You can't, you know what I mean? Like, the experience is what matters. And I know it's going to sound weird, but even when I was younger and I was starting to learn my mediumship, my abilities, this, that, and the other, and I had it written down, and I remember it was like in a yellow binder type looking thing. And he was telling me, he was like, even though I'm dark, I'm helping you though. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're harming me. I mean, they're harming you. They are harming you. But then, I know, I apologize. I'm sorry I'm leaving y'all on a cliffhanger, but I just wanted to let y'all know that there is going to be part 2 and a whole bunch of other parts that are coming out. And there's going to be a lot of my personal stories, mediumship and mentoring and different things like that as well. So we're going to go ahead and start getting deeper into mediumship and things like that too. I'm still going to be doing my gardening. I'm still doing all the other videos that I'm doing. And I won't be able to really keep these together because there's so many different videos and different types of videos and stuff that I'm doing. But I will try to keep them as close as I can together. And I'll try to pretty much have whatever name that I come up with title. It'll be the same thing, and then it'll say part 1, part 2, and etc. And it'll hopefully be like on a playlist together, as well as at the ending screen, hopefully I'll be able to get on my computer and connect them all together for y'all, so it'll be easier to watch and order. Anyway, so I'll be working on these videos, and there's more to record as well, because like I said, there's more that's happening with this cleansing that I'm personally working with right now, and the more things that are happening, I'm able to piece together, and I'm realizing more and more what's going on. I won't be able to say it. What I might have to do, though, is like mention just a little, but I'll have to write the rest in case if I'm contacted for the specific information from the person. So that way, like I said, I'm keeping everything personal. That's their business. I'm just mentioning for mentoring wise, mediumship wise, and my personal experiences. But as far as theirs, no, I'm not mentioning any of anything like that. Anyway, so be on the lookout. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of parts, a lot of education with these videos, and I'm going to have them in my courses, and I will pretty much be going pretty personal for myself, basically. I'm going to be going pretty deep for me, so hope you like these type of videos. Let me know if you do like them, if you want more of these. But I do have a list written down that I'm going to be chipping away at of my personal stories that pretty much kind of go in order with what's going on a little bit right now. And then I'll be adding my other personal stories. It's just to add for, like I said, educational mentoring and things like that as well. So, oh, and either on the second part or the third part, I will be showing the cut and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be on those videos, not on this video. I apologize. I completely forgot to mention that. That's what I was supposed to be mentioning too. And so I wanted to let y'all know that. But now I can properly end it. I am definitely sending y'all much love, gratitude, and thanks. And I really appreciate your love and support by subscribing, commenting, sharing, liking, everything that y'all do. Much love, everybody. And I will see y'all soon. Bye for now. Let me know if you like these and anything else you want. Let me know.